Good morning and welcome to Warrior Wisdom Wednesday on Coffee with Alain. I'm drinking out of my wisdom cup, and I have the book Warrior Wisdom by Sammy Franco. I'm going to read a couple passages from that. Before we get started, remember, enjoylifesafely.com. You can go there, get a free ebook on keeping yourself and your loved ones safe. You'll be signed up for the free newsletter. More tips on staying safe, enjoying life, and being exceptional. You'll also get an opportunity to get an online course on keeping yourself and your loved ones safe, where I go deeper into the topics that I didn't put in the free ebook. And that'll cost you less than the price of a pizza that you buy this weekend. Great investment to keep you and your loved ones safe. So go to enjoylifesafely.com. Now let's look at some warrior wisdom. First quote I wanted to share out of this book, one I really like. Since it is possible that thou mayest depart from life this very moment, regulate every act and thought accordingly. From Marcus Aurelius. When we think about that, it's pretty profound, pretty in-depth. It's true, but most of us don't live that way, at least not all the time. It is possible that thou mayest depart from life this very moment. Every single one of us could die at any time. People will wake up today and they will die today, never even thinking it was on the horizon and so forth. So each and every one of us could depart at any moment. And that's what makes it important to regulate every act and thought accordingly. Billy Jack talked about that in the trial for Billy Jack. That's one of the first things that really got me thinking about that. When he said, death is your constant companion. When we wake up not knowing if we're going to die, we take every little thing as important. But also realizing that we're all going to die, nothing is that important. So everything is very important and nothing is really that important. If you found out you were about to die, would all these little trivial things that make you upset really matter? No, they don't. But if we're going to die, wouldn't we want to cherish every little moment that we have? And aren't they that important? If that's your last moment, if this is your last day, wouldn't you want to make it meaningful? So I think, that lesson from Billy Jack resonates with what Marcus Aurelius said. Regulate every act and thought accordingly, that we could die and depart at any time. That's some profound thinking. And, we go to the Hagakure, famous text on samurai, who says the samurai live with death in mind, and death is constant. So when we look at a lot of warrior traditions, and we're talking about warrior wisdom today, the aspect of dying and the concept of death, which is so close to a warrior because that's what they deal in. When you look at throughout history, they're either dying or killing. So death is always there. And so thinking about that, living accordingly, not in fear of death, but recognizing and realizing that death is our companion, can make it a more powerful way to live. Such as Billy Jack said, such as Marcus Aurelius said. Want to say good morning to Thad. Appreciate you being here and saying hello. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon says, one of my favorite sources of inspiration, Marcus Aurelius. Thought you were going to say Billy Jack. Both of them great inspiration, but I really like Marcus Aurelius too. Meditations, just a classic, excellent book that everybody should read if you want to be inspired and learn more about Stoic philosophy and how it can even make our lives today much better. I want to say good morning to Richard. Richard says, mine too, Dixon. Thank you, Richard, for being here. So that's the wisdom I wanted to share today. You know, the quote by Marcus Aurelius, quote from Billy Jack, Trial of Billy Jack, and get you thinking about how that applies to your life. Recognizing that we could die at any time. If today was your last day on earth, how do you want to spend it? What are the important things? Are you going to cherish those things knowing it's the last time? And recognizing that if it was your last day on earth, would those stupid things that upset us really matter? Is it really that important in the grand scheme of things, especially if you learned you were close to death? And because, as Marcus Aurelius says, we could die at any time, our thoughts and actions should be congruent with that. Appreciate everybody joining. Go out, make it a Warrior Wisdom Wednesday. Think about this concept a little and how it can make your life better and have you live more powerfully with the Warrior's Edge. I'm working on getting some different guests. Got Mark McYoung, Jason Brick have also agreed to be on the show in the near future, working on some others as well. So we're going to have some great guests coming up on Fridays. Going to just keep pumping out different things to help you stay safe, enjoy life, and be exceptional. We'll see you tomorrow.